Yes, sir.
And in it, God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Dr. Frederick Douglass Haynes. Pastor Haynes, love you. Good morning, man.
Love you, Rickey Smiley. How you doing, bro?
Man, blessed and highly favored. Just glad to be alive.
Yes, yeah. I know that's right. I know you're right.
And I know you got a good word this morning.
Hey, Ricky, thank you so much. Listen, the word of the day is God is in the blessing business. And that's old school. I used to hear folks say when I was growing up in church, God is still in the blessing business. And since God is in the blessing business, always recognize whatever you are going through, God will come through because God is in the blessing business. That's just what God does. God blesses us. And the word blessing, it's really not about bling. It's about what God does in you so that God can do something through you for the world that is around you. That's what the blessing business is all about. So when God blesses you, recognize it just ain't about you. It's about what God wants to get done in the lives of others in the world around you. So what God will do, God will be good to you, but the goodness does not stop with you. The goodness is to spread to others who may never be able to pay you back. It spreads to others who may never be able to do anything for you. But guess what? It's how the blessing business operates. So go ahead, receive God's blessings. We used to sing, the Lord is blessing me right now. He woke me up this morning. The fact that you are awake, the fact that you are in your right mind, that is a blessing. The fact that God is keeping you together in the midst of everything, the world falling apart, that's a blessing. The fact that God provides for you and meets your needs, that's a blessing. So since God has done that, won't you turn around and look for a way to be a blessing to somebody else, because that's how the blessing business operates. That's what Kirk Franklin in Maverick City is singing about when they say, Lord, bless me, not just to make it about me, but so that I can be a blessing to those around me. Isn't it good to know God is in the blessing business?
Yes, sir. Pastor Haynes, that's a good word this morning. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, thank you, Rickey Smiley. You can follow me on social media. I'm on the Instagram at FH Unscripted. That's also my Twitter handle. And you can check some of my sermons out on my YouTube channel, which is Frederick Haynes.
There it is. All right, let's get into some music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Have a great one, bro.
Hey, you too. Here we go. All right, Rick Smiley Morning Show. 11 minutes after the hour, we got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Wednesday morning news. An international team of researchers say new findings add to evidence that live animals traded at a market in Wuhan, China, could have passed the coronavirus to humans. Speculation about where and how the virus has started has been going on for years. Now it appears that the natural origin for the COVID-19 pandemic can be traced to DNA from animals known to be susceptible to infection. In other news, Ricky, frozen organic strawberries sold at stores across the U.S., including Costco, Aldi, and Trader Joe's, have been recalled over a potential link to an outbreak in hepatitis A infections in Washington state. The Food and Drug Administration is advising people not to consume certain frozen strawberry brands after 5 people who ate them last year later became sick. Now, the recalled brands are Simply Nature, Vital Choice, Kirkland Signature, Made With, PCC Community Markets, and Trader Joe's. Lastly, Ricky, the number of U.S. job postings that include salary information rose from 18.4% to 43.7% between February 2020 and February 2023, according to a new report from Indeed. Advocates say that pay transparency is especially beneficial for black women who typically negotiate less than their white male counterparts. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. For more on these stories and other headlines, visit RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
What's up, Maria? Ja Morant speaks publicly for the first time since rejoining the Memphis Grizzlies, man. He was asked if alcohol played a role in his decision-making of flashing that gun in that video on his Instagram Live. Here's what he said.
How much do you think alcohol has influenced your decision?
I don't got an alcohol problem. Never had an alcohol problem. I didn't go there for alcohol. I went there for counseling.
There it is. He's like, listen, man, let's not blow this way out of proportion. I made a mistake. I'm in rehab, not for alcohol, but just for counseling, get my mental together. So there it is. We lost a legend. NBA legend Willis Reed passed away at the age of 80 after battling health issues, including congestive heart failure. New York Knicks championship team. He was a member of those in the early 70s, man. So rest in heaven, the legend himself, Willis Reed. Last but not least, man, Japan defeats USA to win the World Baseball Classic Championships. Shohei Ohtani strikes out Mike Trout, one of the best to go head-to-head, man. It was actually amazing last night. I got a chance to watch the last couple of innings. That's my quick sports report right there. Gary with the T. What's up there, Kevin?
All right, y'all. Lala Anthony, she recently shared y'all a photo of her son's first tattoo, y'all. She captioned the photo, quote, "I finally let him get a tattoo for his 16th birthday." Now, Lala writes via her IG story, the tattoo reads, y'all, "Creator of my own reality." Now, she sent a heartfelt message to her baby boy on his 16th birthday. She said, "My boy's 16 today, and I still can't really wrap my mind around having a 16-year-old. She said, "I've always said I was blessed with a best friend and a son all in one, y'all." So congratulations, go out to Kion, at least that's how you pronounce his name. 16 and a tattoo. I still don't have a tattoo. I guess I need to hurry and get one before I turn.
Gary, you don't have a tattoo nowhere?
Ricky, none. Not. My dad didn't let us get tattoos or piercing. Now, my brothers all got tattoos now, but I don't have any. I don't have none.
Ricky,
one.
do you have tattoos? Ricky, you have one?
I ain't got. I had a little small, but I thought Gary was gonna get a tattoo of Booty eating James on his arm.
No, Ricky, but I'm actually gonna get a tape measure in my mid thigh. But anyway, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is blooming. On the high end, you say blooming, and on the low end, you say beautiful blue. That's your color for today. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Get your mind right.
Okay, let me tape measure. Jesus. Coming up next in the hot spot, somebody was sexually assaulted by a famous TV judge. Ooh, wait till I tell you the news up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, it's the bottom of the hour. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tad, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, during the interview, Cheryl Lee Ralph revealed that she was sexually assaulted by a famous TV judge, and she made it clear that it was not Judge Mathis. And in my opinion, it was kind of like only one other judge back then, but I ain't gonna say no names. She explained this was a famous TV judge. She said, "I'm in a very public place. I was suited. I was handling my business for the television show I was on at the time. We were on the same network." Oh, all these clues. This man walked in, grabbed me by the back of my neck, turned me around, and rammed his nasty tongue down my throat. And everybody at the network saw it. She continued.
No way.
The mayor of New Orleans at the time was Mark Morial. I called Mark Morial. He said, "You want me to send the police there right now? Because we will fix this. You know what? Right now." And somebody at the network tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Please don't." She added, "Do you know they did not want to press charges or want any bad press around their show and did not care what just happened to me."
And what's the name of the show?
It's not a show, a famous TV judge. They were in the same, on the same network at the time. I guess that this particular judge had his show, and then she was on the show, a different show, but on the same network. And she said that's the kind of stuff that happens, and that's what makes it hard for women to speak up about these things.
Yeah, because somebody was telling them please don't, because they was concerned about their job.
Exactly. That's not fair, though.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I know Mark Morial was upset, because, you know, he don't play like that.
He don't play no games.
No games.
And she said it was a black TV judge?
A famous TV judge. And it wasn't Mathis. To me, it's only one more. I only knew a couple, so. Or maybe I ain't watched TV judges enough.
Maybe it was Judge Judy's husband or Judge Wapner.
That's what I was thinking, Ricky. I was thinking maybe Judge Wapner. Yeah, she didn't say black or white.
She didn't say black or white, but I doubt that a white man would do this to her.
I think I know who it is.
Me too. And she said it wasn't Judge Mathis. To me, that only leaves one more.
You low down scoundrel.
Oh, man.
And that's what I was going to say, but I want you to
in the kitchen, then you turn around and put the tongue in her mouth, you low down scoundrel.
I don't know who that is.
Brett, you need to stop.
I was hoping you wouldn't even do that. Oh my God.
You still ain't said no names.
Right. I'm not going to say no names. There's no names are listed, so, she didn't say any names. So we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, y'all, we got Rock T's HBC. You know who we repping today, Rock T.
Let's go holler at Cheney University, man. We finna take it back to 1982.
That's where I first thought, when I graduated, because you low down rotten scoundrel.
HBC, you know. Coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBC, you know.
Oh, yeah, man. Let's get it poppin'. Rock Teasy in the house, man. It's time for another HBC. You know, we're going to always highlight and put a spotlight on our heroes and she-ros that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. We finna go back to 1982. Cheney University. The women's basketball squad, the only HBCU team to make it to the national title game in college basketball history. Who was the head coach? C. Vivian Stringer, who's a legend in her own right. She was actually hired as a professor and was asked to coach the women's basketball team on the side, free of charge. Let me take my time and break this situation down for y'all, man. They didn't even have locker rooms or showers. They were actually a D2 school playing against all the big dogs on the Division I level with no scholarships. One by one, chopping down all the giant D1 universities like it wasn't nothing. They made it all the way to the Final Four and won that game to advance to the national championship game versus the Louisiana Tech #1 ranked team in the country. Now they fell short and lost that championship, but they still would go down as one of the coldest underdogs to ever do it. The 1982 women's basketball squad of Cheney University. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBC, you know.
The album, Brett, what up?
What up, Ricky? So check this out. A new study says dad jokes have a positive effect on kids' development. Now, the researchers say that when fathers embarrass their children with unfunny jokes, it teaches them how to overcome awkwardness.
And well, I got one for you. Did you hear about the guy who got caught stealing the calendar? He got 12 months. Look, man, you can groan if you want to, but dad jokes like that are actually good for the kids. They say seriously, man, pushing your kids' limits on how much embarrassment they can handle shows them that embarrassment is common and not a big deal. And that's actually a good point.
Yeah, I guess, Rock T, with your jokes, bro. But okay. So parents, caregivers, feel free to go ahead and go at it because according to a research, they say that keep repeating the same stale old pun jokes year in and year out, and it's your duty to make your kids make them laugh and embarrass them. What do y'all think about that? What was y'all favorite joke growing up? Like, do you use dad jokes? I've never heard of a dad joke.
I used to spend a night across the street with Chuck and Jason. That was before their little brother Jared was born. But I used to spend the night with Mr. Lockhart. Every time he walked past the bedroom, he had a joke, or he'd come out, hey, with a hip hop, the hippie did the shoe bop, the rock, he would stand there and rap or tell a joke and just walk off. And sometimes but I would crack up, but they would be embarrassed. But I used to love when Mr. Lockhart walked by the bedroom because he always had a joke. And so that's what I thought about when you read that story or whatever. But I embraced it. I absolutely loved it because, first of all, seeing a dad in the home, that was a beautiful thing or whatever. I'm like, wow, what is it like to have a dad in the house? And then to see him cool like that. And he was a middle school principal. and walk by there and just tell a good joke every now and then. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, and dad jokes are just funny, man, because they so corny.
They're so corny.
Right.
So corny, man.
But he used to love that rappers alike with a, hey, Rick, here, I think I got it. With the hip hop, the shoe bop, the bop, did the dip bop. He was standing there, and we'd be like, no, Mr. Lockhart, that ain't how it go. But I used to crack up. I used to absolutely love it. But now what me and my kids do, we roast now, because I'm a comedian. And I get in there, and they come on with their little friends from college, want to say some little stuff about my outfit, man. I go all the way in. These ain't no little knock-knock jokes right here. Because I had to tell my son, I said, you know, I used to date your mama now. I know too much. Stop kissing your mama in the mouth.
Alrighty then.
That would definitely uncomfortable and embarrassed him.
Yeah. Hey, well look, wasn't wrong with my outfit that night. I was going to frat meeting.
It was on you, dog.
Yeah, my shoes came from Aldo. Ain't nothing wrong with Aldo shoes. You know, some people want to arrest me. Flex on me because, I'm not dressed around with some tight skinny jeans on and pants sagging. I was dressed age appropriate. You know what I'm saying? Don't come with them jokes now, because I got them.
Oh,
Lord.
Yeah.
My husband does it a lot, Ricky, to my kids. Like, he'll pass gas and he'll be like, who's playing the trumpet? Ho, 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 and he'll do stuff like that. They'd be like, Dad, really?
Right.
But, I mean, they have so many references. And I do think that there's a point there. It's like you get over that awkwardness. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Me and my kids roast over the phone a lot. Like, they send me stuff. They insult me over the phone. They send me text messages all day. Just saying insulting things about me.
Do y'all know?
I think it's funny.
Do y'all know what the most popular fish in the ocean is?
What's that?
A starfish.
I want to try the morning show 5 minutes after the hour, y'all. The segment's being brought to you by.
Always day and night pads give you up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort when you're up or laying down. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Brad. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Remember recently, y'all, there was reports that T.J. Holmes and Amy Robach, they were pitching themselves to other networks. After that workplace affair at the ABC turned into upside-down mess. Well, y'all, they're saying apparently nobody wants to touch them now. According to the New York Post, they're saying that major TV networks are steering clear of former GMA3 co-hosts T.J. Holmes and Amy Robach as the disgraced lovers desperately, y'all, attempt to get back on the air, the Post has learned. Now, they're saying that CBS Media Ventures, the syndicate arm of CBS that's responsible for daytime broadcasts like Dr. Phil and the Drew Barrymore show, recently y'all turned down the talk show proposals from the duo, according to the sources. And they're saying CNN, which was pitched last month by Holmes and Robach talent agency CAA, honey, also said no. They're saying, quote, if they did a talk show, what would they talk about? What's their expertise? Infidelity? They're saying, yes, they're saying a TV expert said, opining, he said they'll take anything. He said they'll even host a damn game show at this point. Now they're saying Holmes and Robach also have approached entertainment companies, including Fox Entertainment and Fox television stations for a syndicated show, and met with executives for general meetings on various opportunities that were not necessarily limited to a dedicated talk show, source said. And people saying, Amy Robach, they say she must be really losing her mind to be messing with a black unemployed man when she could just go out there and get her job. They say he must really did something to her that got her losing her mind, honey. But it's amazing that nobody want to hire these two professional people. I mean, they both professional people.
Yeah, because they think they probably come with a lot of baggage, and then, if his behavior has been allegedly inappropriate, in the workplace, nobody's going to touch him. But the best thing they should do is probably get a podcast, and he go out or she go out and just do news and do reporting. Move to D.C., get an apartment, follow Joe Biden or any senator or congressman around, and just do some news reporting. Somebody will pick you up if they see you working.
Yeah.
That's for real.
Because they recently ran a marathon, and I mean, interracial relationships, infidelities happen all the time on jobs. Black men always messing with European women on jobs and stuff on over their wives. So this is nothing new.
No, they not.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Don't paint us with that brush.
Did you not remember the movie Jungle Fever?
That was a movie.
Oh, okay. This is real life. Okay, it happened.
But it don't happen like that often.
Okay. Well, nevertheless, y'all, let's just keep our parties lifted up in prayer, honey. I still think about TJ's wife, Miss Mary Lee, honey, and that child. But nevertheless, it's neither here nor there.
What about they at home struggling, no check coming
Struggling, nothing coming home. I mean, Lord, I feel bad for her.
And went out there and gave herself to a white woman and cut the money off.
Cut all the money off. Poor Miss Mary Lee, honey. God knows, I know she's an attorney, but I'm sure she's stressed out and frustrated right now every time she sees his face. But anyway, we're going to keep her lifted up in prayer. Moving on, honey, and other celebrity news, y'all. Last year, y'all remember a woman claiming to be Kim Porter's niece, y'all, filed a wrongful termination lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs, claiming that she was fired from her nanny position because she got pregnant before getting married. Well, now this is what Diddy is doing, and a lot of people are very distraught and hurt with him. He wants her name to be made public. Now they're saying y'all did rush back to court after his ex-nanny pleaded for her name to remain anonymous in their bitter court battle. Now they're saying, according to the court documents obtained by Radar Online, they're saying the music mogul has objected to his ex-employee's request to continue using Jane Roe, honey, as a pseudo in the case. Now Diddy and Roe have been going back and forth, y'all, over her being allowed to remain anonymous for weeks. Now recently, Ms. Roe asked the court, y'all, to deny Diddy's request, honey, that she's revealed her identity. She said that the mogul reason for wanting her name is to harass her and invite societal and professional harm to her and her family. And she also said that it is desperate, y'all, to preserve the privacy she had left, honey, terrified of possible physical harm to her and her minor children, and fearful, y'all, of further victim shaming, blaming, and retaliation. Now they're saying Diddy has filed a document opposing Roe's motion. He said that Roe has filed or failed to provide evidence that the media will invade her privacy or that of her children. So Ricky, what y'all think about, should her name be revealed? Because you got the gall to say that this man fired you because you was pregnant and you know, the name is protected. But Diddy say, no, I want her name out there. Do y'all think he want her name out there because he want people to attack her, or he want her name out there because this is, you know, he feel this is right on his behalf?
That's a good question to ask. Brad, what are your thoughts on that?
I just feel like, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. I don't know.
Because, you know, when people accuse something, they always protect their identity or whatever, but the person that got accused, you know, they got to deal with all of the backlash.
That's
or
true.
Whatever, and it just don't seem fair, because just because somebody accused you of something, that don't mean that you did it. Right, you know, and then when it comes out that you did not do it, then
your name already dragged through the mud.
Your name already dragged through the mud, and then where's the repercussions, if that's the right word,
if the person lied on you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's my point.
And my thing is, if she wins the case, is he going to write the check to an anonymous person? He going to put her whole name on the check if she win the case.
Yeah.
So don't be trying to keep it a secret if you got these accusations. I mean, I don't blame her.
Yeah.
It just don't seem fair.
It doesn't.
Isn't that amazing? That's how society is, though.
But it happens all the time, though.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, it happens also.
People accuse people all the time, and the people that's accused don't get in trouble. You don't know their name. They remain Jane or John Doe.
And walk around very rich off of your money, and you like, girl, honey, who you gave your money to? Jane Doe. Okay.
Right.
All right. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite. My color today, y'all, is blooming. On the high end, you say blooming, and on the low end, you say beautiful blue. That's your color for today.
Oh, that's beautiful, Gary. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Gary!
All right. I got your welcome call. Y'all get in at 866-9. Ricky, the phone lines are wide open. Call me now, 866-9-RICKEY. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your wake-up call. Get at your boy, 866-9-RICKEY. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house, you so would be better. Wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on, Stella, and just wake up.
Good morning. My name is Janet. West, and I work for Nation Benefits. I want to say hello and good morning. Wake up all my Nation Benefits employees and my family. Thank you, Rickey Smiley. Have a good day.
This is Mr. Johnson from Flint, Michigan. I just want to ask Black Tony, wake up, man. It's time to go to work today.
I would like to say wake up, wake up, wake up to my grandchildren, Darkevius and Riley. Have a blessed spring break from Yen Mimi. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I want to wake up my next door neighbors, Something Wong, We Too Low, and Holy Fook. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Earl Jones, Mr. Freeze Jones, and I called to wake up everybody.
When you at Portland, wake up. And Charlotte, wake up. And Raleigh, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Baltimore, wake up. In Nashville, wake up. Indianapolis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Johnny Samples being brought to you by.
Brought to you by Kroger. Tune in to More Than That with Gia Peppers wherever you listen to podcasts. Brought to you by Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
All right, y'all, coming up next, y'all, Bernie Jenkins got your church announcements. You don't want to miss that. Up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, Janie.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm Bernice Jenkins, and here's your church announcement. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
And the reason we say that, because, Jenny, everybody don't govern themselves accordingly. They do what they want to do. They wear anything in the church with their breasts out and then their butt tight with the dresses on and earrings and fingernail polish, and they just do it. They don't govern themselves accordingly. Cover up.
No.
Cover up. All right, now. Next Sunday, we having the Cover Up for Jesus program. Can't wear nothing tight.
Oh, Lord.
Here's our church announcement now. A reminder that April is Ugly Baby Month.
Oh, Lord.
Gotta honor everybody.
Everybody need recognition. What happened during this month?
Oh, Lord.
What are we supposed to do?
They ain't all cute.
April, where we celebrate and pray hard for all the families with unattractive children. If your child is under 10 and look like Ike Turner or Harriet Tubman in the face, sign up with Sister Hicks immediately. Following service today. The usher board is asking all seriously overweight members to spread out across the pews, because if too many of y'all pile up on one side, it might tip over like a seesaw and throw the regular size folks on the other side up into the choir stand.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Just another reminder that April is Ugly Baby Month.
Oh, Jesus.
You got an ugly baby, please, please, please. Call Miss Kennebrew so she can sign them up.
How they know they ugly?
Yeah. Nobody's liking none of their pictures on Facebook. They having comments like, "Oh, bless his heart." Praise Jesus. Oh. All the comments are off. And a couple of thumbs down. And no baby pictures have thumbs down. Celebration of Life service for Brother Otis Watts will be on Saturday. You know him, Janie?
Yeah.
He was only 68. His wife said that he was only suffering from acid reflux and chronic farting spell. But what took him out was he had worked at the casket factory since 1998, and he had climbed into the casket to tighten up the lining. And it slammed down on him by accident, but he was working by himself, and nobody could hear him scream. And they found him the next morning. And the company told his wife they're just going to let him get buried in that one, and they're not going to charge him for it. For his 25 years of good service. So y'all make sure y'all keep that family lifted up in prayer, and remember that April is what? Ugly Baby Month. That concludes our church announcement. Thank you, Janie, Brad, Maria, Gary. Okay. RT, all right. Welcome mix going down, man. Shout out to everybody, man, in Atlanta listening to our morning show on Classics, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all, and everybody in Nashville, everybody in Buffalo, New York, man. Thank y'all. Buffalo, New York, man. Hey, we've been praying for y'all, man. We hope everything's going good. Or getting better. If anything we can do, let us know. Buffalo, we love you and appreciate you because y'all have been through a whole lot of stuff. And I just want you to know that the country is thinking about you and praying for you. And so shout out to y'all, man. Jacksonville, Daytona Beach, what up? Hey, what up, y'all?
I'm good, but you know, just a Wednesday home the mix, man, of course. Y'all make sure over on the gram at JAH Lion Sound.
JAH Lion Sound. John Lyon, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, my pleasure, American.
Hey, John, what you doing? Hey, John, you need to come jump on these shows with me this weekend, bro. I know you already booked Friday, man. I'm going to be in Albany, Georgia on Friday.
Man, I already know you about to shut the place all the way down, man. Albany, movie time, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The one and only. Y'all make sure y'all follow y'all. If you like his mixes, JAH Lion Sound. Check my boy out. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. You are on the air. Who is this?
But I'm telling you, hey Rick, boy, let me tell you something, Rick, but I don't know how stressed out you is this morning, but you ain't no more stressed out than me, Shawty, right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but I'm so stressed out right now.
What's your problem, man?
I'm in here trying to get dressed to come to work, like I always do every morning.
Trying to get who?
Fool. I'm trying to get dressed to come to work, and this fool over here, Pancake, his dog, he done left his dog over here because his dog pregnant. His dog was pregnant.
Yeah.
And he done left his dog named later. He done left his dog over my house, over my grandma's house, because he talking about, it's a bigger house over here. When she have her baby, she need to have her baby soon. Anyway, look. He been giving his dog Maria, what the vitamin is when the woman be pregnant?
The pregnancy prenatal vitamins?
Yeah, he been giving the dog some human being prenatal vitamins.
Oh no.
The whole time she was pregnant, he talking about he want her to have some big healthy puppies. Man, the dog done had 36 babies and they still coming out.
Oh damn. Like the dog.
Man, please can y'all come buy some of these damn puppies.
And press one of the buttons on the dog's chest and like a lottery.
These baby dogs still coming out, man.
Aww.
It's a whole bunch of baby dogs here. It's like they all over the place.
Like that skeet ball drill.
And I can't leave because they keep coming out.
Well, you should go and cuddle with them.
I'm trying to deliver them. I'm trying to do the right thing. But now I'm scratched out because there's dogs everywhere.
So you're not coming to work?
Do y'all know somebody who want to buy some puppies?
What kind of dog is it, Black Tony?
It's It's like a Rottweiler mixed with a German Shepherd mixed with a Poodle mixed with a Pit Bull mixed with a Cocker Spaniel. It's like all kind of dog. It's like it's just dog.
Dog like leprechaun. The one on BET.
Please come help me, Sonny. Please come over here and get some of these damn dogs.
Hey, man, that ain't our responsibility, man. We don't want no damn dog, man.
Somebody want to buy some dogs.
Well, where you located, Black Tony?
We over here in the West End, over here by, you know why I be at over here by River Center and Shoe Show in the hold on, the daddy.
That's like a grown dog back there.
The daddy dog that came in.
Wait, what happened?
The daddy dog came in, the one who got her pregnant. He done came over here, now I don't know, he looking at me crazy. I'm gonna call y'all back.
Right, 4 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the cooler of the day. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's still talking about the Escape show. You know, Escape with SWV, honey, how the show is just bringing out so much information that we didn't really know about in the past, and now it's starting to come out in the present. But Candy recently sat down with Shannon Sharp, honey, and, you know, she's letting the world know, y'all, why Escape initially broke up, y'all. Here's what she said.
So we was on a tour, and we started hearing rumors on the tour that our group member Tasha was going solo. So we asked her about it, like, yo, like, you supposed to be going solo? You know, and she's like, well, no, but when I do go solo, I'm gonna let y'all know. And that year, I had just bought my house. Supposed to be negotiating, and then it came back. The lawyer basically was trying to say, well, she's not going to do the third album unless y'all allow her to do her solo project. That's when it became an issue for us, because I'm like, that was messing up our money. We sit down, we sit in a circle, and she says, yeah, so I told y'all I was going to let y'all know whenever I decide to go solo. Well, I'm letting y'all know. Tamika and Tiny, y'all can go have more babies. Candy, you can do your little modeling thing or whatever it is you want to do, but I'm going to go solo because it's all about me right now.
Man.
Damn.
Yes, baby.
Keeping it real.
She was Natasha, baby, too many things, honey. She solo, you go ahead and do your little modeling career, honey, because, baby, she's going solo. And, you know, and the sad thing about it is, I don't think, Brad, has she made a solo yet?
No, unfortunately, not yet. I think she's working on trying to do that now. But Candy did have a solo project.
Yeah.
And I think Tiny did, too.
Yeah. No, it's sad, honey, that, you know, she did that and stuff. But, honey, you know, it's definitely coming out to y'all. But in other Latasha news, though, Ricky, this is a sad situation. I tell y'all, women, we love women to death, honey. But women could be sometimes a little bit notorious. Now, Latasha, honey, she told Candy Moss she was going solo and all these wonderful things. But, honey, Miss Yujiki, honey, Pucha, honey, that's a alleged baby mama to her husband, honey. She's speaking out, honey. She letting the world know about her and, honey, yes, her and Rocky. And here's what Miss Yujiki had to say.
So you out here defending him, and he was out here disrespecting you. Your man came into my life. And like I said, we ain't talking about 1 year. We ain't talking about 2 years. Because what you're not going to do, Rocky, is you're not about to threaten me. I'm not scared of you. Nobody was going to know about this. I was going to thug it out, and if somebody pull up, then it is what it is. I'm always strapped. Oh, you going to pay somebody to put money on my head? Oh, okay. That's what we doing? Like I said, I'm still your baby mama. Every pregnancy Rocky put me through is a trigger for me. You pissed me off when you started sending me those threats.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Now, what happened now? How they...
Now, Latasha's husband, Rocky, allegedly, honey, cheated on her with this woman here that just spoke out, honey. And she said she's a baby mama and stuff. You know, she talked about it earlier in the year. And then, you know,
she posted ultrasounds and stuff.
Yes. And they downplayed it. But now, honey, she is back again, honey. And this girl is talking.
She talking.
Lord, Ricky. Y'all
she said somebody was threatening her?
She said he was threatening her.
She said he was threatening her.
Oh, my God. Well, she said she's strapped.
You hear her New Orleans accent.
Oh, baby. I said she definitely from New Orleans, honey. She got that African name, but, baby, she definitely, honey, from New Orleans, child.
Oh, Lord.
And she said she stay strapping, honey, so ain't no way you could try to get somebody to get her now. She said she got her strapped. Oh, strapped. Oh, strapped. What I said.
Strapping.
Strapping.
Oh, different thing. Yes.
Oh, she's strapped. Anyway. But anyway, child, honey, she's speaking out, child, honey, and it's just, I'm from Port Arthur. Hell, since you always say that. But anyway, it's a situation. I mean, Ricky, we have to pray. Y'all men got to be careful, honey, with these women that y'all mess and win.
And she done posted pictures and everything.
But wait a minute, pictures of what?
Of her and him.
Her and him, honey. And she said
the baby mamas.
Yeah.
The baby mama and him.
She says more of them out there. She said all them come out.
So the singer, Tasha, is still with him?
Yep. She loves her husband. And her vow said.
How many kids they got? How many kids they got with the baby mama?
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Man.
Cut my legs off and call me Shorty. I'll be damned.
Yes, Jesus, yes. It's a sad situation, though, honey. But I mean, what happened to the woman back in the day, honey? Baby, it's all over the tea, baby. You know the girls send things, honey. And I just received it.
Gary, somebody be texting you all this stuff.
Oh yes, honey. You know.
You wake up to how many messages in the morning? Everybody.
A couple of them, honey. So I'm just like child, but you know I'm very selective, honey, because I'm not trying to be a shock jock, baby. I just put the stories that's out there, honey. I ain't trying to say, honey, all the stuff, but just enough.
I was wondering when she was gonna resurface. Now you know
well, she can resurface.
Ooh.
Oh my God. Oh,
how many kids? And you said they got 2 kids.
We don't know how many.
We don't know.
Oh my God.
I just thought it was an ultrasound. I just thought it was, I didn't know it was, oh geez.
Yeah, cause she she put pictures of ultrasound, honey. And
I saw the ultrasound pictures and the baby was posing in the picture on the ultrasound.
Yeah. He was singing right here. But anyway.
Right here. Love will be right here.
But it's just a sad situation, Ricky. I mean, what happened to the woman that when she allegedly cheated with a man, she kept her mouth closed, and just faded black, which this girl was saying she was not trying to say nothing. She didn't want to put it out there and stuff. But now she's talking about it. That is just ugly. And it's just a sad situation.
If you start threatening people, if she feel like if she don't want to say it on her own, that's fine. But if she feel like she's being forced to not say nothing, that's different.
Lord Jesus, it's just
that's when you want to talk, and then you start embarrassing people.
Yeah.
If this is even true.
Exactly. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So, so it's a situation, though, y'all, that we're going to follow, but, honey, it's a sad thing, and I love.
So is Tasha doing interviews?
Yeah, she did an interview here the other day.
I think.
Yeah.
She was at the radio station the other day.
Yeah.
Right.
She's not doing press run with Escape. She's doing her own solo press run.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So let's just keep our parties lifted in prayer, honey, and everything's gonna be all right.
Escape might just have to get another lead singer like the Commodores did. The other light skinned dude with the curly hair.
They don't. All 3 of them are leads. All 3 of them are leads, and they do shows by themselves, and they do great.
Yeah, they do good together and stuff. So, all right.
Well, Tamika sings Tasha's part.
When Lionel Richie left, they brought in that other last minute saying, Jackie. Oh,
that wasn't Lionel?
No, that wasn't Lionel Richie.
Oh, child. What was his name?
Dude kind of looked like Morris Day.
The color today, y'all, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is blooming. On the high end, you say blooming, and on the low end, you say beautiful blue. That's your color for today, honey.
Lord, that dude came out and said, Marvin, what you doing? I said, who is this? This is not Lionel Richie. They went and got a great value Lionel Richie.
You stupid.
Okay.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the team. All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, every Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show is Wellness Wednesday. We got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier is back with an update from the medical community, and he also answers your general medical questions. Dr. Collier, good morning, man.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. So good to talk to you, and good morning, morning show crew. Rock T, Gary, DeBrett, and Maria Moore. Special K also in the house. Thank you so much, Ricky, for this. Rick, I got some good news for you today. You know that high blood pressure, hypertension is still the #1 cause of death around the world, disproportionately affecting African Americans, but it's still a disease state that we now can basically pretty much control, but we can't cure it. But we got some good news today. Ricky, do you like chocolate? What do you like to snack on?
A Kit Kat, Reese's Cups, M&M's.
Okay. If you like chocolate, and I love chocolate, then I got some good news for you. cocoa in chocolate can actually reduce your heart disease risk. There was a recent study that showed that people with hypertension that ate chocolate bars containing at least 70% cocoa showed improved blood vessel flexibility and improved blood pressure readings. Now, I'm not talking about milk chocolate. Milk chocolate is less than 50% cocoa, meaning at least half of the bar is sugar. But a chocolate bar labeled 85% cocoa, and that's only about 15% sugar, and that's the one that helps with cardiovascular disease, and dark chocolate is particularly apropos.
Gary.
Yeah.
Gary, don't you like to put the chocolate in your mouth?
Yes, honey, I love a Snickers.
the big one. The big
ones, yeah. Something about them.
No, man.
All right. We got the higher end chocolate.
Sorry, Dr. Collins.
No problem.
You just want me to have good blood pressure.
Yeah, Gary, we want your heart.
Yeah.
There we go.
Go ahead, Dr. Collier.
All right.
Tell us about this.
The high-end chocolate is only made with cocoa beans, cocoa butter, and cane sugar. So aim for 8 grams or less per ounce of sugar. And if you're diabetic, look for options made with sugar alternatives like stevia. So there's even fiber being added to dark chocolate, which is a great source of good, healthy fiber. And some choices offer up to 2 grams of fiber per ounce. Now, natural add-ins like almonds and cherries can also contribute to the health benefits of your chocolate. But remember, serving size is important. We're talking about only eating 1 to 2 ounces per day. And chocolate is like champagne and wine, Ricky. It reflects the territory where it's grown. For instance, chocolate from Madagascar often tastes citrusy. Chocolate from Venezuela usually has the taste of a red fruit. Chocolate from Belize is more fudgy. And chocolate from Ecuador has a slightly floral flavor. So dark chocolate, good to lower your blood pressure and keep you healthy. So there we go. And Ricky, on the last Wellness Wednesday, we talked about the March being colorectal cancer month, and I have had more response and more discussion from emails and direct messaging, etc. when we were talking about you having had that Cologuard home test. That's the home test that every man and woman age 45 should ask their doctors about. And see if
Can I explain it right quick, Dr. Collins?
Yes, sir. Please do.
I want to tell all men to order the Cologuard box. And it's just a box, and they got a little setup that you sit up under your toilet seat, let it down on top of that, and put the specimen in the box or whatever. And the only thing you have to do is put the top on it, put it back in the box with the address and stamp and seal already on there, and just send it off, and you'll have your results in about a day and a half. Order the Cologuard.
About 2 weeks, Ricky. You'll get your results back about 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Well, they sent me mine back like a couple of days to tell me that I need to do it again because I used a laxative. I don't know. But they say you're not supposed to use that. They say you're not supposed to use a laxative with it. It's just got to be natural because Dr. Colley explained to me that it was so sensitive that the laxative messed up the, what happened, Dr. Colley?
Well, again, there's a genetic measurement of markers for colon cancer. Literally, it's again 96% accuracy. So you want to make sure that it's your usual and customary stew product. You don't have to take a laxative. That's one of the things about taking the Cologuard test versus a colonoscopy. You don't have to clean yourself out. You just take your next normal bowel movement. You capture some of that specimen. You send it back. Via the UPS, regular postal mail, or even FedEx. One of those services will pick it up, and then you'll get your results back in no more than 2 weeks. It may be less than that, depending upon where you send it. But I don't want people expecting it in a day or so because of you.
And they will call you, and they will email you and text you, and you click on that link, and there's your result.
Contact with you. Constant contact with you to get those results. So it's a very easy way to get that test if you don't have time to go get a colonoscopy. If you don't have, if you can't take the time to clean yourself out for one day, go get the test for another day. Don't have someone who can take you to the test and then bring you back home. All of those barriers that stop people from getting this test. Whereas, with the Cologuard, you can get screened, and of course, if that test is positive, then you'll have to get a colonoscopy. But we're talking about colon cancer, the easiest to detect, the easiest to treat in early stages, but the least diagnosed because people are not getting screened. So we have to improve screenings amongst African Americans and people of color. That's going to be our charge, Ricky.
All right, let's go to the phone. You're on with Dr. Collier.
Yes, I was diagnosed with Klebsiella pneumonia, and I be in a lot of pain. It's a bacteria, and it's in my body. They've been treating it for 2 months now. Then there's nothing they can do to help me. This is harmful because I was trying to figure out how did I contact that.
Okay, listeria is what you have. It's a strange bacteria, and it's a rare bacteria, but when you do get it, it's difficult to treat because it does not respond to a lot of the usual and customary antibiotic therapies. So people need to remember that pneumonia is a very, very high cause of death in a lot of people. People die from pneumonia every cough, cold season, every flu season, etc. So the treatment is not 1 or 2 days. Oftentimes you have to be on antibiotics for 4 to 6 weeks, and it may take 3 months before you actually have full lung function again. The problem, once again, is inflammation in your lung tissues. So you need to use the body's natural anti-inflammatory, vitamin D. Take another anti-inflammatory for cardiovascular health, such as omega-3 fish oil, and take your antibiotics as long as it takes to do it. A lot of us, we get tired of taking antibiotics after about day 5, no more than day 7. And it just really takes longer than that. So you need to take a full course of therapy to get treated.
All right, y'all, Dr. Collier.
Yes, Dr. Collier. I took my first COVID booster, and 2 days later, I started to have tingling in my hands and arms, and I was wondering if that could be a side effect of the booster.
That could be a side effect. There's a side effect called Guillain-Barré, which causes neurological dysfunction like that. It's very rare, but it does happen in some people, but it sounds like you have recuperated from that. Remember what I always tell people when you go to get any type of vaccine, you start taking the day before an anti-inflammatory such as Motrin, Advil, or Aleve, and a non-sedating antihistamine like Allegra, Xyzal, Claritin, and then that will limit your side effect profile. You start taking it the day before, take it the day of your vaccine, and take it the next day, and it won't impair your body's immune response, but it will impair your body's side effect profile.
All right, Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Okay, Ricky, tonight, Facebook Live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we'll be talking about screening, diagnosis, and treatment of colorectal cancer, and we're going to have a whole series on sex after the age of 50, Ricky. So if you're 50 years or older and you want to have an optimal sex life, we're going to talk about that as well. So go to my Facebook Live, ask ASK Dr. MJ on all social media platforms, and I can be reached at that time. So tune in tonight, 6:30.
Yeah, make sure y'all check out Dr. Collier on Facebook. Those Facebook Lives have a lot of information. And he's on there a lot longer than he is, on this radio show. Dr. Collier, we appreciate you. And one more time, Dr. Collier, give him your Facebook information.
Okay, you can reach me on all social media platforms at Ask ASK Dr. MJ. And remember, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew. This is an opportunity to give you live healthcare information where you, the only interactive healthcare forum, where you can call in and ask your healthcare questions.
I'm just tired. I'm tired, man. I'm tired of him, man. He just be doing too much. Yeah. All right, Dr. Collier. All right, look, if y'all want to do Ricky's Quickies, call me right now, 866-9 Ricky, 866-9 RICKEY. You got 5 seconds to say whatever you want to say. Ricky's Quickies up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. At that time for Ricky's Quickies, let's go to the phone lines right now, 866-9 RICKEY. Let's go. Quickies.
Bye, you got that bye. Whoa, bye.
Quickies.
Man, I hate my damn job.
Quickies.
Hey, Rick, you have a yabba dabba blessed day, all right? Y'all have a good one.
Quickies.
Run, Ricky, run, Ricky. Ricky didn't make it.
Quickies.
No, that's not Hulk, baby. Hulk on Maury Povich.
Quickies.
Download us right now if you want them mediums.
Quickies.
Thought I wasn't going to find you. But guess who this is, Rick? This is Buford. You know what you need to do? You need to get up on this truck.
Quickies.
What it do, Town? It's your boy Big Dindy and chilling like a villain on this beautiful day. Breakfast, lunch, and Dindy and coming soon.
Quickies.
My name is Marsha, calling from Birmingham. Good morning.
Quickies.
Gary, my daddy finally came out the closet, and I want to hook y'all up, Gary.
Quickies.
We love you, the brat, and we love that baby bump on you, Trishita from North Carolina. Love it. I'm so here for it.
Quickies.
Gary looks like Biscuit of Life.
Quickies.
No, she said it was a couple more places she want me to stick my toe. Now she want to play like she don't forget about it. Low down scoundrel.
Quickies.
Is that hot? Is that hot in the house tonight? Stand up. and let me know. My Heartbeat's my favorite show. Love you, Ricky.
Quickies.
Ricky, you hit it the other day with that C murder. I'm down with my...
Quickies.
Ricky, she said, oh, it feel like it's in my phone.
Quickies.
Calvin, I you a question. Who's that Negro on that nag?
Quickies.
Everybody was cool, fine,
Quickies.
Shout out to all of the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, and it's all you divine night. Blue, fight.
Quickies.
Make my funk the feet funk. I want to get funked up.
Quickies.
Love that chicken from Popeye.
Hey, on the morning show, and it's now 10 minutes after the hour, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, join us this morning. CNN analyst and civil rights attorney. Y'all give it up to Sheila right now for Bakari Solos.
What's going on?
Hey, man, happy to have you, bro.
I'm glad to be one in a number, as they say. Thank you for having me back.
Yes, sir, man. Now, let's get into it, man, because last week Trump tweeted that he would most likely be arrested this week, which it didn't happen. The rumor dated was on Tuesday. Now it seems as though the House is trying to use their power to deflect any charges. So let me ask you, do you think he will be prosecuted or what's going on?
So Trump has a lot of problems. Trump has problems in three areas. He has problems with the Manhattan DA, who is Alvin Bragg. He has problems with Fannie Willis down in Atlanta, Georgia, with the Fulton County DA. And then he has problems with Jack Smith, who's the special prosecutor over the classified documents case with the federal government. So he has legitimate criminal exposure in three different areas. Now, I knew that Trump was full of it when he said he would be arrested on Tuesday, because usually they don't give you that far of an advance notice that you're going to be arrested next week. That's like me telling you, Ricky, we're going to pick you up in 3 weeks. That's just not the way it works. So I do anticipate that the grand jury will meet this week. I think they'll bring charges. They will arraign him like anyone else. Whether or not they put handcuffs on him is up to the DA, but he'll be fingerprinted and mugshotted. So those things will happen. The question is what will happen in Fulton County, and then the serious question that he has is what's going to happen with the federal government. I mean, I think he has criminal exposure. We've always thought that. He's always acted above the law, but will the law finally catch up with him? I think so.
Hey, Bakari, so this is a special case. So you, speaking, now he has a lot of problems, like you said, and they are going to come to fruition in some form or fashion. What about, how do you address the people who say that this is all good for Trump? This is all helping him with his attempts to get reelected. I think it's ridiculous, but what do you say?
No, that is. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, nobody wants to spend the time and resources to go through the criminal justice system. And you know what else people tell me, Special K? They're like, oh man, he's getting arrested for paying a woman that he slept with to be silent about it. Who would ever get indicted over something like that? And I'm like, well, welcome to the chat, John Edwards. John Edwards got indicted for a very, very similar thing. In fact, he used campaign funds to silence a mistress. So this happens. This is a crime. It's illegal. And he's gone. The chickens are going to come home to roost. Now, I don't see how this helps him. I think it may divide the country. People may think that this is politically motivated, but this definitely doesn't help him.
Wow. So like in Kentucky, they're trying to ban gender affirming care. Along with Florida banning people under 18 gender transitioning. Do you see more states, doing stuff, starting to ban rights, for the LGBT community?
I do. And I think for me, it's so troubling and upsetting. I mean, we've had big discussions about, transgender athletes playing, in sports. And, we have more states banning transgender athletes playing in the sport of their gender than we actually have high school transgender athletes. I mean, that is just a fact. And I think it's a lot of red meat for the base. I think people want to wage these culture war issues. And while I am protecting the rights of those who we love and care about, like in our LGBTQ community, I'm also focused on bread and butter issues, like how we're making sure that people are putting food on their table and how we're making sure that people stay in their homes. There are a lot of friends in Georgia and Tennessee to my far right in Florida who are trying to distract you from real issues. And they are picking on those who we have to stand up for. And that's just the fact of the matter.
Right. Do you, so when you're looking at Trump and Ron DeSantis is starting to hit back, do you think he has the charisma to win over the Republican, because they turning on Trump? Major donors are not sending money to the Trump campaign, from what I understand.
Yeah, no, Ron DeSantis ain't it. He is not him, as the kids say. Ron DeSantis is going to have a lot of trouble. He's already fading slightly in the polls. He does not have the charisma. He's doing these things. I mean, you look at some of the stuff that he's doing with the DEI stuff down in Florida, Ricky. I mean, there is a question of how far does it go? Does it ban fraternities and sororities on college campuses in Florida? There's a legitimate thought that the answer to that is yes. And also, I mean, just personally, I don't trust men who wear heels in their boots. Ron DeSantis, he's a very short guy, so he has platform heels in his boots. And I just can't trust that, Ricky.
America's they're not going to elect a 5'5" president. It's not going to happen.
Not one who wears platforms in his boots. I promise you, we're not going to do that.
Man, he came out there with some Bootsy Collins shoes on. Now, Maria, what are your thoughts? You were about to say something about the
No, I think he hit it when he hit it on the DEI. I think that's really extreme, and it's scary because you think about this guy could potentially run for president, and look at how extreme he's taken it in the state of Florida. So I think that's something that everyone needs to look out for, because I think that, banning black fraternities and sororities could be a possibility under this whole, anti-woke law in Florida.
Right.
So.
Yeah, right, and the thing about it is, when Bush ran in 2000, if you notice his campaign, he ran to the middle, and he always came to the middle, and he wasn't extreme. That's how he got over 10% of the black vote when he ran against John Kerry. Bakari, man, thank you so much for always jumping on. We enjoy watching you on CNN. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
I'm Bakari_Sellers at Twitter and Bakari Sellers on IG. Thank all of y'all. Thank y'all for having me. Love y'all.
All right, man. Love you, man. All right, y'all. Front page coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 24 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Wednesday morning news. So, Ricky, Idaho is preparing to allow firing squad executions. Now, the move follows drug supply issues and botched procedures that have made lethal injections problematic. A bill passed by the state Senate this week is expected to be signed into law. Now, Idaho hasn't been able to execute a prisoner since 2012, and the state is looking for other options. Get this, Ricky, 4 other states are already doing this. In other news, a yeast strain known as Candida auris is spreading. It poses a danger to medically fragile people, including nursing home patients on ventilators and cancer patients undergoing chemotherapy. Infections from the fungus tripled nationally from 476 in 2019 to 1,471 in 2021. Lastly, Beyonce Aloysius talked about this during Techie Tuesday this week. Google launched its own AI chatbot yesterday. It's called Bard. Google's answers to OpenAI's ChatGPT. It can answer questions and have conversations on nearly any subject. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. For more on these stories and other headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
What's up there, Maria? Well, Ja Morant spoke publicly for the first time since rejoining the Memphis Grizz and was asked if alcohol played a role in his decision-making of flashing that gun in the video that was on his Instagram that got him suspended 8 games. Here's what he said.
I don't got an alcohol problem, never had an alcohol problem. I didn't go there for alcohol, I went there for counseling.
Trying to get his mental state together and everything. Now, he is expected to play tonight versus the Houston Rockets. We'll see. We're going to be tuned in to see if he comes off the bench and gets some action. In the meantime, NBA legend Willis Reed passed away at the age of 80 after battling health issues, including congestive heart failure. Man, he was a member of one of the New York Knicks championship teams that run back in the early 70s. 7-time All-Star, 2-time Finals MVP, 1970 MVP, arguably the greatest New York Knick of all time, man. So Willis Reed, rest in heaven, my brother. Cam Newton, I told y'all yesterday, he's 33 years old. He threw in front of scouts the other day at the pro day at Auburn University, the same place where he won his Heisman Trophy and national championship. He looked pretty solid out there. And here's the message that he wants to send to the NFL and everybody else that's willing to listen.
Tell me how these randoms keep getting jobs. Don't worry about it. I'm going to say it. I can't wait to say it.
So he want to know how these random quarterbacks keep getting jobs and he's jobless.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he's a great quarterback.
He still can play. But the question is, man, like I said yesterday, just don't say nothing. Just keep doing.
Yeah, ball.
Just ball out. Just make it obvious and get on somebody's roster first and then compete for a starting position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
You just don't talk.
Because he's going to end up playing anyway.
Maybe
Whatever
not.
team, if you make a team, he's going to end up playing.
Not necessarily, dude. He's not on the roster, Rick. Now, we ain't even talking about a starting quarterback. We're talking about second and third string quarterbacks. He's not on nobody's roster. So it's just try to get on the team first. Then you can talk after that. That's all I'm saying. That's my quick sports report. Brad got the hot spot right now. Let's get it.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot
and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, 28 minutes after the hour, y'all time for the hot spot. What up, Brad?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, YouTube vlogger Tasha K has revealed to her followers on social media yesterday that she lost her $4 million appeal in the defamation suit against Cardi B. She said in the post, "Damn winos, we lost the appeal against hashtag Cardi B. Sad day, but I'm gonna be all right." She said, "I appreciate all your love and support throughout this fight. Today we throw in the white flag. What happened will never happen again. To Cardi and her team, I apologize sincerely. We live and learn." She added, "Talk about a check my mouth can't cash." She later tagged several fast food giants above and photoshopped herself in the McDonald's uniform. And she captioned the photo, hashtag Tasha gets a job. I will let you know what part-time gig I get so I can pay off this debt. Hashtag I ain't got it, but I'm gonna get it. I will do anything. What y'all think about that?
Woo!
Oh, wow. She better find it.
Better be careful.
That's right. She said, talk about a check her mouth can't cash. So, man, I hope a lot of people learn from this, but they probably won't. But anyway, that's just wishful thinking for me. All right, moving on, y'all. Halle Bailey spoke in an interview about her starring role as Ariel in the Disney live-action remake of The Little Mermaid. The film is set to reach theaters on May 26th. I cannot wait to see this. It looked like it's so good, y'all. She said it's about time that a role like this is played by a black woman, by somebody who is just a part of this beautiful community. We deserve to have images that look like us and to see ourselves in the media, on the big screens and everything, she said. I am just so grateful that we're getting to see ourselves finally on such big projects. She also commented on how she learned to support herself in her own career. She said, we have to constantly encourage ourselves and remind ourselves that we are worthy. We can do it. We just sometimes need that extra push, she told the outlet. She said, I think it's been one for me that I've really just learned how to change my mindset and recognize that what I'm doing is amazing. Be proud and clap for myself. That is right. Sometimes you got to pat yourself on the back when nobody else will. I totally agree with her. Also, y'all, yesterday, I don't know if y'all remember Bryson Tiller. He had a song with Rihanna. He had a few hits himself. He announced he's going back out on tour this spring. Tiller said, it's simple, y'all. We back. He said, taking a trip to the past, he's giving a glimpse of the future. And he said, 5 whole years without touring. Time really does fly. He said, see y'all soon. The singer-songwriter will kick off the tour at the House of Blues in San Diego, California on May 4th. And it'll make stops in Las Vegas, Chicago, Boston, New York, Philly, Atlanta, all over the place. Florida, Texas, and more. And Halle Bailey's sister, Chloe Bailey, has announced that her album is coming out. Her solo album, and it's called In Pieces. I think I mentioned this yesterday. It'll have Chris Brown, Future, Missy Elliott. They're all featured on the album, and it's due on the 31st. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got the Praise Mix Down. The time now is 28 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.